Hi there, I'm Brittany and this is Lauren and we're two of Festival's nutrition experts. And today I'm so excited to share with you one of my all-time favorite comfort recipes.
Yes, today we're making pumpkin penne pasta.
Yes.
Which is a mouthful. It's absolutely delicious and really encompasses all of our favorite fall flavors, especially pumpkin.
Yes, so we've done a lot to lighten up this recipe and we love experimenting with different ways to get away from jarred pasta sauces. And we found there's a lot of great options that we can use to substitute, so pumpkin being one of them. But what we've done so far is cooked some whole grain penne pasta and drained it. So if you were making this at home while the pasta's cooking, you can actually get started on the sausage for this recipe. There's actually turkey sausage in this recipe.
And this helps make it that 20-minute meal that we're always after.
Absolutely. So I've just heated some oil in a skillet and I'm going to add our Jenny O sweet Italian turkey sausage and just let this brown. Now this actually comes in links and I've just removed it from the casing just to get more of a ground meat texture. But you could definitely use whatever type of ground sausage you prefer.
We personally like this option because it is so lean. We don't end up having to drain any fat because there is no extra fat. So it helps remove that step as well and keep things moving in the recipe.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to let this go until it is browned. Okay, so our turkey is finally browned. So now I'm going to add our minced garlic. This is just jarred minced garlic. And then some diced white onion. And this is going to cook just until it's translucent. Okay, so our onions and garlic have been sauteing for about 3 minutes, nice and translucent, so we can start making the rest of our sauce.
Perfect.
So we have some unsalted chicken stock going in first. Now we like using the Kitchen Basics unsalted chicken stock because it has more flavor than broth. Also, there's no salt added, so a lot less sodium.
Yes, we like that.
So this is some fat-free half and half. Now, the recipe originally called for heavy cream, but we wanted to lighten it up. So just kind of a general, rule of thumb, whenever you're making a sauce that calls for heavy cream, you can always substitute fat-free half and half and still get that nice consistency.
Yes, and that's definitely what we're after with this recipe with more of a creamy sauce.
Yes, definitely. And to add to that creaminess, we're not adding a bunch of fat. Instead, we're adding our canned pumpkin.
So canned pumpkin is a great way to make this sauce very creamy, like Brittany mentioned, but also to add a boost of nutrition.
Yeah.
So pumpkin is super good for us. And the great thing about pumpkin is it's really versatile, so you can use it in baking. You can add it to oatmeal, to smoothies, things like that.
Yes.
And a lot of times, especially with this recipe, we're not using the full can, and that happens in a lot of recipes, at least for me, where you have a little bit left over. So a great thing to do with it, you can actually freeze it if you want to save it to put it into some of those other recipes.
Yes.
Just put it in an ice cube tray and then freeze it. Once it's all frozen, then you can put it actually just in a Ziploc bag or in some other container just to pop back in the freezer and take all those individual cubes and add them to your oatmeal or your smoothies, things like that.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Ooh, look at that sauce.
I know,
Already
it's
coming
starting
together
to look
really nicely.
creamy. Okay, and then let's add some of our spices.
Yeah, so we've got some crushed red pepper, which will add a little heat.
Absolutely. So this step is totally optional, but we like things spicy over here in the Festival Foods kitchen.
And we've got some cinnamon, which will, again, help add some of those fall flavors, which we love.
Yes, and it adds sweetness without adding sugar, without adding, you're not adding salt here either, so.
We also have some sweetness, too, from the pumpkin.
Yes.
Natural sweetness, which is great.
And you could definitely add salt and pepper to taste, so let's just do a little bit of each.
Salt will help bring all those flavors together, along with a little bit of pepper.
I can't get enough peppers, so that's definitely happening. Okay, so we're just going to let this thicken for about 8 to 10 minutes before we add our pasta. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. Our sauce has really thickened up.
Perfect. Oh, it looks great.
Yeah, so it's the perfect time to add in our pasta. So we're just going to toss it all together.
Oh, it smells so good, too.
I know, doesn't it?
It's going to make your house smell amazing.
This is why it's my favorite recipe. Okay, so we just want to get it all coated with the sauce.
And warm up that pasta a little bit, too, if it hadn't come right out of the
pot.
pot. And that's another thing too, if you do, are making a couple recipes with pasta during the week, make a little extra, keep it in the fridge. It's great then to pull out for some of these other recipes and save some time too. I think Sundays are kind of a nice time to do that, sometimes doing the meal prep.
That's an excellent point. Okay, and now we can add in just a little bit of Romano cheese. So as much or as little as you like.
And Romano is a great cheese because it has a very robust flavor, so you don't need a whole lot.
Right, exactly. All right, I think we can dish some of this up.
Perfect.
Oh my goodness. Make sure you get some sausage in there too. Oop.
This is a great one-dish dinner.
Some for you.
Thank you. And I'm going to just top it just with a little bit more Romano.
Yes.
Garnish it a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
Here's your fork.
Thank you. All right, the big moment.
A lot of sauce on here.
Oh my gosh.
This is the best comfort food.
I'm in love with this. Well, we hope we've inspired you to give this meal a try this week.
And remember, you can always eat well with festival foods.